Peace and blessings to everybody, man. What's going on with it? It's the one and only Javin Knight, and we back at it again one more again, man. I just want to talk about karma switching. You might not even be familiar with the subject of karma switching. I mean, it's something I only recently became made aware of myself, and well, I wouldn't say only recently became made aware of. It's more so that I just recently realized that that's what's happening. So what I mean by karma switching is this right here. When you copy somebody else's anointing, and by anointing I mean the glow that they have, the shine that they have, the reason why they shine, the way they shine, you don't understand. You know, you just copying the end result. But in mimicking that energy, just like with anything else in life that you mimic, you bring that to yourself. So all the pain, all the trials and tribulation that you not built for, that person was built for, you asking for that to come to yourself. You done switch destinies with them by trying to be something you not. Difference is, they could handle that destiny because they was designed for it. It's not your destiny, so it's going to destroy you. It's going to take you away you ain't prepared for. And you may come out, you may not come out. But that's kind of what you get for sitting up there trying to be somebody you not. And we all made that mistake before, and we learned that lesson. And now we take the bits and pieces from these lessons that we learned and these losses that we took, and we piece together this personality and this being and this ego that we now have based off of the things that we now know that we didn't want to do after we done them. You know, you go through all of these things and you learn stuff from it, and the things you like, you keep, and the things that don't work for you, you discard, you get rid of that, you know? And I say that, for example, I got a friend, right? I'm not going to speak his name, but we had a little small falling out. And I say small because most of the time the things that we have issues with like good friends or people that we in relationships with, if you really love them people, it's a small issue. It's something that could easily be resolved if everybody set their egos to the side. And you may get to a point where you're tired of being the one setting your ego to the side, but if the friendship is true, if everything is what it's supposed to be, get rid of that. Yeah, move that out the way and at least try. Put the effort in, you know, and if it don't, if the effort is not reciprocated, then, you know, move on about your way, go on about your day. It ain't nothing to it, but at least put the effort in to try to resolve and resuscitate things that are dying that shouldn't be dying. Yeah. But back to the story, right? So I got this friend I've been having for like 10 years. You know, we recently had another falling out over some small, minute, you know, idiotic type BS over some disagreements. He's more of a spiritual guy. He's into the whole Anunnaki thing and follows Rashad Jamal, and there's no disrespect or disparaging for that brother or what he speak about or his followers at all over here. Some of y'all a little bit extreme, and you took his knowledge and spun it in your own way to fit your own narrative. But you know what I mean, a lot of what that bro said, you know, was real deal, it's real spill, you know, it's official tissue. He telling y'all the truth. And I agree with a lot, I disagree with a lot, but we don't have to all agree with each other all the time in order to build one another. That's another problem a lot of y'all got out here. You think just because somebody disagree with you, that mean that they not one of the chosen seeds too. That mean that they not a god on earth or a goddess on earth too. That mean that they not one of these copper-colored indigenous people the same way you are. They automatically a bot or work for the matrix simply because they don't see the way you do from your point of view. Listen here, man, that's what make us that's what make us all so beautiful. The fact that we don't all see from the same point of view. I never subscribe to that whole, you know, oh, we all the same, let's just be one. No, we different. That's why we manifest different. Even if we are all one spirit showing itself in different containers that we call bodies, right? As above, so below. So if we look different in the physical, it would be because, come on now, there has to be a difference spiritually too. That's common sense to me. Somebody that knows the 7 Hermetic principles knows that as within, so without, as above, so below. You know what I mean? It has to, these things have to correspond with each other. So if we different in the physical, it's because we different in that astral realm and that spiritual realm as well, man. And we're gonna get into that later. But yeah, back to karma switching, destiny swapping. So sometimes when you imitate people or when you try to take on the characteristics or the abilities of somebody that you may admire, you take on the same energies and the same demons that, you know, bedeviled them and tormented them all of their life, you know, speaking from personal experience. That he's trying to copy me. That friend of mine, he's trying to do things that he saw me do, and it ain't a thing to be copied. It's who I am, you know. It's not an act that I'm putting on, and I'm not saying he's acting, but because we differ in views, he thinks it's okay for the things that I know for fact that the spirit has allowed me to teach him. And not saying I never learned nothing from him, but he'd take things that came from my experiences, my pain, my heartache, game that came from my, you know, my strain and my pain, all the things I've been through. He'd take that and then present it to the world as though it's a download, a spiritual download that he got from meditating. And he'd even asked me, you know, can I say this to my audience? Can I say this? Can I use this? Can I do this dance that you do? Can I say that? You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, because at the time, that's my brother. And now that we are no longer in contact, he's carrying on as though somebody was jealous of him or trying to take things from him, and I never did anything but help him for 10 years. And the things he's saying is being done to him is exactly what he's doing. You know what I mean? He trying to copy the glow, but you ain't went through what I went through to get where I'm going. And now he don't realize it, right? But not long ago, you know, a few years back, I was homeless. I was living outside, and you know, it was a bad situation. I told him about this situation, and that's just an example of one of the defects or the B-sides, the downsides of the path that I know I have to walk, right? He come trying to be like me. Now he's found himself in the exact same situations, describing them exactly as I went through them, and he doesn't even realize it. He's giving this same message right now, in fact, talking about karma switching and destiny swapping and all this, and don't even realize he living my life now, as I told him he would if he kept trying to, you know, be that which he is not. Just be him. We can learn from each other, we can pick things up from one another, but at the end of the day, you add it to your repertoire as a part of you, not as a copycat mimic, you know what I mean, mirror persona of the other person. We learn from each other. We don't take from each other. We don't copycat each other. You know what I mean? That's craziness. We all got that spark. We all got that eye, that God within us that can create at will. Abracadabra. As I create, I speak. I speak as I create. You know what I mean? We all got that. So what's the need for you to sit up there and take somebody else's intellectual property and present it to the people as though it came from your own experiences? And now you living with the consequences of that anointing that you did not earn. Be careful with that. Signing out, family. Love y'all. Peace.